What's up, VIPoos? As you can see, I am back on the Party Pooper set. I haven't shot a vlog here in a while because I've been moving around and traveling so much this summer. But I am here and I'm excited to announce that there is a new addition courtesy of my mother, a poo emoji pillow. On this week's vlog, I am talking about emotions and mood swings caused by living with Crohn's or colitis or a chronic illness in general. If you had told me when I was first diagnosed that my emotions and my moods were about to completely change because of this illness, I probably would not have believed you. I've always been someone that was proud to say that I had my emotions under control and that I could handle myself in stressful situations. Sadly, this past year, I was proven wrong. I found myself in many situations where I was completely bawling my eyes out, snapping on people to the point where I thought maybe I would strangle them. I hate you, you're ruining my life. And then feeling so depressed that I was just mute. So many different things play into why our emotions are affected by having a chronic illness. It's depression because you're isolated. It's frustration and anger because you're in pain, you're malnourished, you're tired. There's so many different things and there's no way to pinpoint exactly what it is that necessarily triggers you. But I think there are a lot of different ways that we can deal with and manage our emotions while going through this. Unfortunately, when we start to feel depressed, we have feelings of not wanting to continue to go on. I think that having a positive mind and believing that you can make it through is exactly what's going to help you get through. Surrounding yourself by friends and family and communicating with them that you're having these types of feelings is super important, because as much as you think that people don't want to be around, maybe you feel like you've bothered them to help you too much, or you don't want to bring them down because you're down, they want to be there for you, they want to help you, and if you let them know what you're going through, they're going to be there by your side, and hopefully you'll feel less shitty about the situation. On the other hand, these same people that are going to be there for you could very well end up being the people that you take your frustration and anger out on. They always say it's easier to get mad at the people you care about. People are people, and chronic illness or not, we're going to have our low moments and we're going to have our high moments. Everybody gets stressed out at work. Everybody gets frustrated with the people that they're around too much. It's completely normal. But having a chronic illness does not make it any easier. Forget the symptoms of being malnourished and fatigued contributing to your whole emotional psyche. You also have to deal with the fact that you're living with an illness and there's a fear that comes along with that, not knowing what could happen to your body. Is my bowel gonna burst? Am I gonna have to go for surgery? Am I gonna be able to make it through this? Having that on the mind and trying to also balance your family life and your work life and your friend life and just having a social life in general. All of these things are going to weigh down on you quite a bit. There's no cure for mood swings. There are supplements that you can take for depression, and if you are feeling depressed and you're feeling like you can't get out of that funk, then you should definitely talk to your doctor about it. If your concern is more focused on the fact that you have mood swings and tend to snap on people due to the frustrations and maybe even sometimes the pain, I literally yelled at the sweetest nurse in the hospital because I was in so much pain, and she told me I capped out on painkillers, and that pissed me off. But I'm still really sorry. There are definitely ways that you can reduce stress and try to find a healthy balance to not necessarily eliminate these mood swings, but help you have more control over them. The first thing I think you should do is always communicate with the people around you. Let them know what you're going through so that if they see you becoming frustrated, they can either step in and help you, or if you're getting mad at them, they can say, hey, calm down, like everything's okay. It'll just give them more information to allow them to handle the situation better. The second thing you should do, if you're still working, you should make sure you take walks during the day. Breaks are so important. I get it, there are some people working in certain industries where you don't have time to get up and go for walks or to take a full lunch break. I don't care what you do for a living, you have to take these walks. You have to take these breaks. Another thing you can do to help reduce stress is get a stress ball. I don't personally have a stress ball, but when I was in the hospital, they would bring my pills in these little plastic cups, which I'm sure if you've ever stayed in the hospital looks very familiar. Well, I took it upon myself to take an entire stack home because I find that these little plasticky cups are actually really great to squeeze. They kind of have the same effect as a stress ball. When I'm really stressed, I chew on them. You really shouldn't chew on these though, because it's terrible for your teeth, but that they do replace the sort of sensation of a stress ball. And if you're in the hospital and you don't have access to a stress ball, they got stacks of these. The third thing I would recommend doing to reduce stress, and this can also help with feelings of depression, is exercise. Now, it's not always easy to exercise when you have Crohn's or colitis because you might be in a flare-up, or you might be like me and have really bad arthritis in your knees and joints. There are certain exercises that you can tailor to your body to help you. If you're unable to do any exercise at all, the very least making sure that you get up and walk around. Obviously, if you're too sick, then you know you're too sick, but as soon as you feel a little bit better and you feel like you have that energy to go and exercise, do it. And start slow. Start with something like yoga. These are just a few things you can do, but I will say one more time, the most important thing you can do to help manage your depression or your mood swings or just your overall emotional stress from living with a chronic illness like Crohn's or colitis is talk to the people around you. And if you don't have a lot of people around you, there are support groups that you can go to. I personally started this vlog because I was feeling very isolated in the winter. I was really sick and I was starting to feel a little bit depressed and feeling alone. Starting this vlog, I've met some of you that watch, and talking to you has been so helpful. Even just some of you that have put small comments in the comment section below, just knowing that there are other people out there going through the same thing as me has really helped me feel a little bit stronger and like I have more ownership over my situation. So talk to your friends, make sure you exercise, go for walks, relieve stress by stealing pill cups from the hospital. I know that sometimes the words "you just have to keep going" sound like the worst thing someone could say to you because it's like they have no idea what you're actually going through. But as someone that has had to actually tell myself you have to keep going, it simply is what you have to do, because it will get better. There will be better days. I know it's not as simple as just taking a yoga class or going for a walk to cool down, but these are just a few of my tips that hopefully can help you manage the emotional roller coaster that you are on when living with this illness. And again, just know that you're not alone, and if you have any tips, please share them in the comments for the other viewers. And yeah, I hope that you're all happy and fighting strong, and yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. As fun as dating can be, it can also be really difficult. Even more so when you have a pooping problem.